violence. It's an attempt to intimidate. But I got news for the Chinese communists. I'm from the Show Me State. We don't scare easily, so bring it on. We got a $24 billion judgment in Missouri against Communist China for unleashing COVID on the world because they lied and they deceived the world. A couple of examples of that, Kellyanne. They cut off flights in and out of Wuhan domestically, but not internationally when they knew the coronavirus had leaked from the Wuhan lab. They were the largest net exporter of PPE, and they became the largest net importer of PPE in December of 2019 before they told the world about COVID. They're responsible for unleashing this virus on the world, and we exposed all of that, and they don't like it now. So we got a $24 billion judgment. They have this ridiculous $50 billion lawsuit against me.
China's finally firing back, and they're playing for keeps. We're looking at a massive $50 billion lawsuit aimed straight at a sitting U.S. senator. Beijing isn't just playing defense anymore. They're trying to use our own legal system to sue their way out of a corner. But if they thought Missouri was going to flinch, they picked the wrong state. The fight for COVID accountability has hit a fever pitch, and the stakes couldn't be higher for every American who felt the sting of those lockdowns. To get why this legal war is exploding right now, you've got to look back to 2020. While the rest of the world was basically grinding to a halt and everyone was in a blind panic, Eric Schmitt, who was Missouri's Attorney General at the time, stepped up. He did what most career politicians were too terrified to even think about. He filed a landmark civil lawsuit against the Chinese Communist Party. The allegations weren't just some dry legal jargon. They were a gut punch. Schmitt called out the regime for exactly what it was, a calculated campaign of lies about where that virus actually started. He laid it all out, how the CCP gagged whistleblowers, trashed evidence, and basically hoarded life-saving medical gear, while the rest of us were left in the dark. This wasn't just a piece of paper in a court file. It was a straight-up declaration of truth against a global bully. That fight led to a symbolic but huge $24 billion judgment in a Missouri court. It was a win for the families who lost everything, and a massive blow to Beijing's "we're innocent" script. And for doing his job, Schmitt got banned from even setting foot in China. He calls it a badge of honor, and honestly, he's right. Fast forward to today, December 2025, and the empire is trying to strike back with its own legal games. A court in China just accepted a filing that wants $50 billion in damages from the state of Missouri, Senator Schmitt, and Governor Mike Kehoe. The claims are as crazy as they are totally expected. Beijing is crying about defamation and economic interference, claiming their reputation took a hit. They're actually demanding a public apology from the very guys who had the guts to hold them accountable. It's the oldest trick in the authoritarian playbook. Try to use Western legal rules to shut people up on the world stage. But guess what? Schmitt isn't moving an inch. He went on national TV with a look that said, "Bring it on," and laughed it off as a desperate attempt at intimidation. He's making it crystal clear. I won't be apologizing. And there's absolutely no retreat. The truth is starting to burn the hands of the people who tried to hide it, and they're panicking. This fight isn't just about talk shows and court filings anymore. It's getting real, and it's getting expensive. Missouri officials are moving into a whole new phase. They're looking at how to actually collect on that original judgment. We're talking about hitting Beijing where it hurts. Their assets right here on American soil. This isn't just small change. We're looking at thousands of acres of American farmland, prime real estate, and industrial plants currently owned by the CCP or their front companies. It's a massive shift in the game. For decades, the experts in DC just wanted to play nice and appease them. Well, that era is dead and buried. The push to bring manufacturing back home, especially for our meds and tech, is becoming a freight train. By going after the CCP's American holdings, Missouri is showing the rest of the country how to make sure the people who caused the mess are the ones who pay for the recovery. It's a message of sovereignty that's echoing way past the Midwest. Make no mistake, this is just the first shot in a much bigger global showdown. With the Trump administration getting ready to tighten the screws on trade and national security, the Missouri case has just handed everyone the blueprint. People all over the world are watching to see if one single state can actually shut down a communist superpower's influence. If Missouri pulls this off, if they can secure real money for their citizens, it changes the entire narrative. It's the end of the myth that China's rise is unstoppable. We're replacing it with a new story, one of accountability and cold, hard facts. Senator Schmitt's stand isn't just for his constituents. It's for everyone who suffered through the global chaos. The lines are drawn, the lawsuits are live, and the American people are finally being tested. We're at a crossroads where staying silent costs too much, and the bill for justice is finally being delivered to the people who owe it most.